What I'm about to share took me over 3 decades to realize, but it will take you just 7 minutes to learn. This has truly changed my life. It has changed my relationship with my partner, changed the way that I turn up to life every day, made me think differently, and just given me so much more clarity and understanding of myself and who I am. The secret isn't out there, it's in here. So what I want to talk to you about today is self-awareness being the key to happiness. Self-awareness is about understanding yourself, and when you understand yourself more deeply, your whole life changes. It's actually quite miraculous how simply getting to know why you are the way that you are is so eye-opening and also so comforting and can change the course of your life. So you may be thinking, I know myself already. I know I'm a Gemini. I know I like strawberries. I know I don't like salmon. But the type of awareness that I am talking about today goes deeper than that. It's not just knowing that you don't like the taste of salmon. This type of self-awareness is more about understanding why you tend to procrastinate, why you get nervous socially, why you're a perfectionist, or why you have low self-esteem. It's these internal personality traits that we have picked up that then go on to affect our external world or our life. But you weren't born with all these personality traits. You look at a baby, for instance, and they see the world with just awe and pure wonder. They don't procrastinate because they don't yet know doubt. They don't have social anxiety because they haven't learned to worry about what others think. They don't struggle with self-esteem because they haven't been conditioned to believe that they're not enough. So what happened between then and now? Between being a baby and then now being an adult? Life happened. Experiences over your life shaped you. People influenced you. And somewhere along the way, you developed patterns and beliefs that aren't actually you. They're just these layers that you've accumulated over the years. The beautiful thing about self-awareness is that it allows you to separate what's truly you from what you've simply learned to be. When you understand why you react the way that you do, or why certain situations trigger you, and why you've developed these protective mechanisms, you suddenly then have a choice. You can choose to keep the patterns that do serve you and gently release the ones that don't. Over the course of my life, I've been to therapy 3 times, and my current therapist I've now been with for about 8 months. And my goal when I was first starting therapy with her was to become more self-aware, to learn more about myself. And in the past 8 months, my life has done a complete 180. And from the outside, nothing has changed. I haven't got a better house. I haven't made more money. I haven't got a better car. My family issues haven't changed. My problems haven't gone away. But internally, I feel so at peace. How I feel inside has completely shifted. My external circumstances and situations, they don't affect me the way that they used to affect me. I am at peace internally because I'm beginning to know who I am and why I am this way. I'm not judging myself for my patterns and behaviors anymore. I'm becoming more self-aware, and with that comes inner peace. When you begin the self-awareness journey, you do start asking questions about your childhood. And the most important thing to do when you are on this path to understanding yourself and understanding where your beliefs and your patterns of behaviors come from is to not actually blame your parents or your caregivers. Your parents did the best that they could with the tools that they had at the time. They were likely dealing with their own unhealed wounds, their own learned patterns from their parents, and their own challenges. They were human beings just trying to figure it out like we are as well. So this isn't about trying to find someone to blame for your anxiety or for your negative patterns of behavior. It's about understanding the origin stories of your patterns so that you can then consciously choose which ones still serve you as an adult. I do want to acknowledge that some of you have maybe experienced really difficult, even traumatic situations with your parents or your caregivers. And I'm not asking you to minimize or dismiss real pain that you've experienced. If you went through trauma, that deserves to be honored and processed, ideally with a professional. But here is what I've learned through my own healing journey. Holding on to blame, even when it feels justified, keeps us tethered to the very past that we are trying to move away from. I just want to repeat that because it is so important. Holding on to blame, even when it feels justified, keeps us tethered to the very past that we are trying to move away from. When we stay focused on what was done to us, we can actually lose sight of what we can just do for ourselves now, because there's nothing we can do about that now. You know, we can't change the past. We can't change the experiences. We can't change the family we were brought up into. We can't change what we were taught to believe. We can actually change things now. We have the power to change things now, which is really exciting. It's such an exciting thought. Like, you are in a lot more control than you realize. So this doesn't mean that you have to go forgive someone before you're ready to, or just pretend that harmful things never happened to you. It means recognizing that your freedom doesn't depend on anyone else changing or apologizing or even acknowledging that it happened. Your freedom comes from understanding how those experiences shaped you and then consciously choosing how you want to move forward. The goal isn't to excuse anyone's behaviors or to minimize your experiences. The goal is to just reclaim your power so that you can write the rest of your life story. When we can see our parents and caregivers as imperfect humans, just like us, who were also shaped by their own life experiences and their beliefs, what they were taught to by their parents and further generations up the chain, we can then create space for our own healing to begin. The journey of self-awareness is a slow process. It is something to decide to commit to. And it's honestly such a beautiful journey to go on. It is up and down at times. It can make you cry from happiness. It can make you cry from sadness. And that's totally okay. That is the energy that we are looking to shift out of our bodies so that we can fully embrace a version of our higher self. Don't be afraid, be excited. Be excited about how this work can change your life. So to start your self-awareness journey, it is simple. You can download my free 3-page journaling prompts guide, which is linked in the description below. This channel is all about self-awareness, mindfulness, and living a fulfilled life. So please subscribe if that resonates and you want to learn more. I like to end my videos with practicing some gratitude. So today I am grateful for the beautiful abundance of fresh fruit and vegetables that's available to us at the moment. Someone said this on one of my videos last week and I just loved it, and I want to show gratitude for the fresh fruits and veggies as well today. So I'd love to know, what are you grateful for?